So Jedward as one. Are they the favourite housemate? Are they the one that is going to win Big Brother this year, at least the celebrity version? Apparently, in terms of polls, they're out in front as being the favourite. Now, I'm sure that's those very vocal fans making sure that they are on there supporting. Other people who seem to be quite high in popularity, you could almost guess them. In a sense, they're characters that have been a little bit quieter, like Tara, for example, Paddy as well, Bobby and Kerry. So those 4 or 5 names are the people that are, I believe, the winners in those. Now, I wouldn't personally expect Tara to win. I couldn't see Paddy winning. I think it's going to be a Jedward Kerry final at this early stage.
Really? Yeah, it's a tough one. I think, although Jedward are probably the favourites. Was that the way you put it, the favourites?
That's right.
I don't know if they'd be my favourites. Certainly the most entertaining of the bunch, but I wouldn't say they're my favourites now. It's a tough one to call. You know, I've got a funny feeling that Paddy might be this year's winner. Beneath it all, you know, I've kind of got that gut feeling with him. Same, I think Tara will definitely do well. And I don't know if Kerry will last, I have to say, but maybe Jedward, Tara, Paddy towards the end would probably be my guess. I could be totally wrong though.
I think there are theories, aren't there, that perhaps Kerry is the darling of, if you like, the regime, who of course are connected with OK Magazine and the Daily Star, so maybe they might want her out some way towards the middle. Maybe they want her out there calling out kiss and tells on what went on and exposés, all that sort of stuff, for material for the paper. And of course that's going to help those ratings as well, because I honestly, I'm not certain how much Kerry is affecting those ratings at the moment, whether anyone really cares, because we did see her for quite a while in I'm a Celebrity, and we kind of have the run of her, if you like. We know the kind of things she does. I think actually she's a hell of a lot quieter in this one, where she won I'm a Celebrity, but whether or not that's going to transfer to being Big Brother winner, I think that would be somewhat repetitive if that did happen. I have to say, for the moment, I'm not going to say they are my personal favourites, but why not have Jedward win? I mean, they are Irish, so in that sense I would support them. I know some people are really annoyed by them though.
Yeah, I mean, they've stepped it up to the kind of level where it's gone beyond childish stuff. I don't know if it's boredom, or some people speculated last night that, you know, was it scripted? I don't think it is, personally. I think you would tend to agree with that one. But maybe, you know, as we said on Thursday, some sort of feeders from Big Brother to say, you know, well, we've seen it a little bit already when they said, you know, can we be nasty and mischievous? And they said, you know, do whatever in a roundabout way, do whatever you want to do or whatever. And they seem to have taken that up a good couple of notches and get away with it for the most part too. So more of that, I think, from them, that'll keep it entertaining. I think, yeah, maybe they do have a good chance of winning. Yeah, I think somebody will be sent in there to ruin their buzz big time and really grate them down. And likewise, I think with Kerry, someone's lined up to take her out for the most part. Tends to be the way most of the time.
So who is your most favourite Big Brother housemate? Let us know if you're on YouTube in the comment box, if you're on justin.tv in the comment chat room. You can let us know who is your favourite, who's been entertaining you, if indeed you've been watching it, because I know a lot of our viewers have been boycotting the show. They're not interested until they have that 24/7 access. But as I say, you talked about Jedward there, the stuff that they've been getting involved in, that bath incident last night with the water all over the place. If you were in there, you would be driven stone mad.
Yeah. It's just that it's the kind of stuff, yeah, you just, like, why are you doing that, you know? Why do you have to just keep constantly doing stuff like that? It's that it would just grate you down, I think, too much of it. And it's not like they've eased off on it either. There's, even when, I don't know what the hell he was cutting, but when Amy was trying to get a couple of minutes kept there. I think it was last night or the night before, and he was doing his Karate Kid with the knife. You know, it's the small things I think that would definitely grate you down over time. And those two together, you know, you've seen it over and over since the show started, just how much they can turn it up and how much they could really get on your nerves. You know, you'd want to be seriously patient or just understand that they really are, for the most part, on planet Jedward.
Yeah, they are, and they seem to have a right to do whatever they want, but as I say, it's been a huge part of making the highlights somewhat funny. I think some people out there, well, they want to see these people in a way be terrorised. You know, they've signed up, they're celebrities. The whole idea is making them schlep it, if you like. You know, they should be in the mire in there. Let's go back to Series 5 when it was considered hell. I mean, Big Brother is going to create hell. I hope one day they get back to a theme like that, where it's essentially an attempt to really be evil Big Brother like it was at one point, and maybe it's too safe now to actually go back there and have them hang over nettles. Do you remember that task where they had to do the bars, they had to climb along, and there was nettles underneath? Things like that would be great for Jedward now, if indeed they have any plans of doing anything like that.
You know, one thing just before we stop on Jedward, I did like was that real look into, I don't know which one of them was in the bath, but when the other one was hysterically laughing and almost breaking the whole gimmick that Jedward was, and you could genuinely see he was in stitches without doing the, you know, sup Jedward or okay or whatever, the usual spiel that they come out with. And you know, it was in your face. He's, I think, real self really, and it was the first glimpse I've seen for sure of what isn't Planet Jedward, and I'd like to see more of it because I'm sure it does exist in their own little world.
Did you ever think that we would be sitting here talking about Jedward?
In depth.
Yeah, in depth about Jedward. I mean, this is the sort of thing that will get you seriously panned, but I mean, Jedward are part of this show, so, well, in a sense we're forced to talk about them. Again, they are such a big part, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say, not thinking that I believe this person would win it all, but my actual favourite in there might very well be Amy. Now, I'm not sure what it is, but I've been changed my opinion towards her. I just had a limited information from the Only Way is Essex previous to this show, but now I kind of like the side I see to her. She doesn't seem to be a complete and utter diva. I mean, at times you can see where she talks about, well, I've never cleaned, I've never picked up a mop in my life or whatever, but those moments seem comparatively rare, I think, to probably the maybe sweeter moments. I mean, that Shakespeare task last night, I think that showed her up nicely as being, in general, you know, a sweet character.
Yeah, I'll tend to agree. I think her downfall is probably that she's just a little bit naive for the most part. Well, we've seen it on The Only Way is Essex a little bit from what I've seen of it, and likewise since she's come into the house, she's the kind of, you know, I won't say ditzy, that's probably a bit harsh, but she is a little bit on the ditzy side. You know, you wouldn't take a rocket scientist to see that side of her, but yeah, I think she's pretty cool overall. I'd say it would take an awful lot to get her really riled up. I think that's a good sign. At times she has been tested over the past week, on many occasions actually, and she hasn't, you know, blown a fuse of any sort. She's always been pretty sweet about it. I think likewise with Tara, I'd like to give her props too, but I do think that there's a ulterior motive ever so slightly with her.